with a normal muffler. That's all to do with the straight pipe. So we're gonna stick this son of a bitch in fucking probably in, I don't know what that is there, probably B1. We got this big fucking thing behind it here. We're gonna just step it out of the way. Some fancy Roy Orbison safety glasses you have there. Hey guys, how's she going today? Well, I don't know how many horsepower it takes, but I know how many we're going to use. We got the 835 hooked on the, well, it's 18 or 20 foot ease-on disc, heavy field disc. It's not a braking disc by any means, but it's a lot heavier than just a regular field disc. It is starting to get pretty wore out. It's supposed to have notch discs on the front and they're just round and smooth now, but whatever. For the whole 10 or 20 acres a year that it does these days, it works good yet to go chop up the cattails and any root lumps and shit like that around some of these sloughs to clean up. So we're gonna go work a few spots, make a couple fire guards, burn a couple hollows and work them up, things that were wet this spring. And yeah, it would have been nice to be doing this a while ago, but we were trying to get the barn put back together after that 140, 150 kilometer an hour wind we had out of that storm here this summer that blew all the bins and everything all to hell in the yard at the same time. So I know Amanda's been taking pictures of the progress all the way along and never really thought to make videos. I should have been, but whatever, too much on the go all at once like usual. So anyway, I'll make sure I include her pictures there. But we really beefed up and reinforced that building. It was our pony wall that failed to begin with, that's why it went down. We just had a 2x12 header on top of the wooden posts that were into the ground, and so there's the 2x12 and the post, and then the feet of the rafters were leg screwed through that and into the post, and when the wind blew it just rolled it right out of the top of the post. So now we have the header like this, and it's still screwed down. And then we put another, a 2x8 on the side, so it's an L shape. Screwed the feet back down with bigger lag screws, and then we put a flat iron welded to the foot of the rafter, and then bent down the side of the other 2x8 and put bolts through this way and great big washers on the back side. So now if the wind blows and wants to pull like that again, it can't just roll it out. It's going to also have to try and pull up and shear with those flat irons. So it's going to be a hell of a lot stronger than it was. And then Dad also added the big hoops there for the rafters. They have a brace at the top, but he came down with square tubing and then welded another brace all the way across, and then also the full length, so they're all tied together now instead of just their pipes that they have underneath of the tarp itself. But you should be able to see that in her pictures, and then we'll have to do a walkthrough here and after so I can show you guys. But anyway, that's what's happening right now. Dad is in the 895 with the spike cultivator, just going over where we spread manure to incorporate it into the dirt, and then we're probably going to put the 1155 on the 70-foot Summers finishing harrows and just drag that manure real nice and smooth so it's good for the winter and then next spring that way. And we're gonna go see if we can get done with the old disc here. So I suppose talk to you guys when we get down there. Whew, that's warm. There's no reason for this fucking slough to be the size that it is either. Just after so many fucking wet years, the cattails pushed and pushed and pushed their way out. So get them burnt off, and once it's done cooking, we'll pull the disc through it. And I bet you a guy will have it pushed back pretty far for next spring. We got half of it burnt. We'll do the other side here now. Well, bringing the last group of cows home here. It's the next day. Amanda and I tried yesterday, but with only 2 people and didn't have the side-by-side, it didn't really work. Half of them came in, and then one smart one tried to lead the rest of them away. So came back today with Dad and our side-by-side and Grandpa's, and got them all bunched up. So we just have the 1086 out here to move panels around because they're close to Grandpa's place. Easier just to drive it here than bring a better tractor. So good for it to go out and burn the carbon out of its motor for a little drive. So we're just setting up a couple big drill stem freestanding panels. They make a good alley. Then the cows can't just knock everything over, and go from there. So talk to you in a few. Let go of me, you fucking rope. Now we're pulling the whole part. We do have to go south though. Well, it's been a couple days now, but anyway, pretty much done. See, this is that extra board we added in here, and then the flat iron strip welded on and bolted. That's each rafter. So now instead of it being able to just lift the header out of the post, it's got to try to shear this board with its
2 big lag screws, plus pull the flat iron off. I don't think it's going to do that. If that, and then each end here has a really big one on it, so if it pulls that apart again, I think half the yard's going to go with it. We just have to put plywood around yet. This side here, we just reused the fabric end because it hadn't got wrecked. And just to save a little bit of time, next year we'll make the whole thing out of wood. But the main part here is now all lumber, plus a man door. And then there's all the extra supports I said Dad welded in on each one and all the way down. So, and then right there is where they kinked. So we pushed them up straight and he welded that square tubing in with a flat iron, 6 flat irons there on each side. The only evidence of it collapsing now is right there where it's got a little whoop whoop in the original stiffener. So other than that, everything's tight and solid. See, here's those flat irons. Thought about putting one on each side, but I don't know. By the time it shears that, pulls all this out, put way bigger lag screws in before. You know, pulls all that apart, plus an entire wooden end wall now. I don't know. It's a hell of a lot stronger than it was before, so I think we should be good now. So anyway, I think that's where I'm going to leave you guys because I've been dog fucking here. Oh yeah, that's the only hole. I've been dog fucking here and not getting videos out. Doing all kinds of things and not videoing any of it. Hey, what a fucking guy. I suppose. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Comment, subscribe for more, all that good stuff. We'll talk to all you in the next one.